like went up, so it like exploded everywhere, and it kind of like walked away like la 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 la. I didn't do anything, you know.
Okay, you may not need it.
Little cappuccino. Little cappuccino.
Okay. So, thank you for coming to our first ever VANCLEAVE Public Library. Yeah. There have been many questions about the snapping. It is traditional at coffee houses and poetry houses across the world that rather than clapping for people, you snap. Give them snaps of practice. Give me snaps. I deserve snaps. If you can't snap, I don't know, you're kind of out of luck. Just make the motion and maybe no one will know.
I thought this thing was going to cave in or something.
Okay, you're wearing a lucky jacket. It's mine.
Listen to the cascading rain and the thunder quietly roaring through the skies, all a reflection of my soul when I'm alone with no one to cling to. Seeing sunshine through the dark clouds, I can't help but feel happy and smile. I'll go about my day like normal, but with a grin stretched a mile. Lightning bolts across the endless gray, thunder crashing angrily like a drum. On these days, I'll sulk and hate the earth, my temper flaring at all who come. I wear the weather like a moon ring. It practically determines my emotions. It's only complete coincidence, not really my motives or notions.
Brandon has an original work today to present entitled Weightlifting.
It's about weightlifting.
I was just sweaty.
It's so funny how he saw me.
Yeah, you like it because of the ninja word.
I was just choking on myself.
Weightlifting is a good way to get in shape. It makes you feel like Superman wearing his big red cape. Weightlifting, it really makes you sore. Front squats and slow pressures, I can't take anymore. Weightlifting, I hope it never gives me hemorrhoids. No matter what happens, I'll never take steroids. Weightlifting can sometimes be a hustle. I only have 3 days a week to work on my muscle. Weightlifting, although not always fun, to be a good football player gets the job done.
I think that was we're all family here, Eliza. Is this an original work, Eliza? Eliza has an original, Eliza Peterson.
Everyone loved her.
We left her already. Okay.
The bird is not just a fleeting song. It is a freedom to be whole. It is a light of hope for tomorrow. It holds sustenance in rags. I can't read what I write. In rays of wind. What is sustenance? It is a patience of anticipation. It is the frantic words that hold your love. It is the time that twists and turns in ecstasy. Now, ecstasy, that is something life itself might know best. A marriage understands the contours and vines it holds, yet I am not married. I am not living that life in any way, but yet I understand it. Ecstasy is not just breaths of a lover's touch. It can be a multitude of things. It can be a song that a bird sings. It's a look on a man's face when he sees his mother. It's a place within a place called home. They say you know your future home the first time you see it, because everyone has to leave it, right? And make or find a new one. I found mine so far away from the old one. I saw it, I lived it, I loved it, and yet no satisfaction. It might be because it lasted but a day. It might be because I'm never satisfied. Or maybe, just maybe, it held so much ecstasy I couldn't even bear it. It held a soul. It held a man that looked at me with 2 mysterious eyes that convinced me to come back home one day. All to hear the birds sing once more.
Hey, Eliza, so recording. What?
can be a heart full of human madness. The madness that makes black is made of pain, anger, and loss. This is the blackness of black. Black can be happy if it sees water and the moonlight light. Black is the color of a heart full of too much happiness. Black is light and the noise of scream. Black is what you see when you make
You guys look at it again.
Okay. She will tell you what it's titled when she comes up.
Find it. Find it. Okay, found it. It's called The Door by Katie Ganser. I think about it all the time. I want to see it every day. It never seems to go my way. When it comes to you, all I want is for you to walk through. Come through the door that keeps that from reality, the door that keeps us apart. It breaks my heart, the thought that you'll never come through, you'll never walk through, the door that keeps us apart.
Okay, I'm reading From Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein, of course, called Homemade Boat. Okay. This boat that we just built is just fine. And don't try to tell us it's not. The sides and the back are divine. It's the bottom, I guess we forgot. Thank you.
What you say?
Just chosen.
Yeah. The red with great talent and emotion.
Little girl, be careful what you say. When you make talk with words, for words are made of syllables, and syllables, child, are made of air. And air is so thin, air is the breath of God. Air is finer than fire or mist, finer than spider webs in the moon, finer than water or the moonlight, finer than the water flowers in the morning. And words are strong too. Stronger than rocks or steel, stronger than potatoes, corn, fish, cattle. And soft too, soft as little pigeon eggs, soft as the music of hummingbird wings. So little girl, when you speak greetings, when you tell jokes, make wishes or prayers, be careful, be careless, be careful, be what you wish to be.
That's right.
And I'm going to be reading one of my favorite poems when I was a young girl. It's Ickle Me, Pickle Me, Tickle Me Too by Shel Silverstein. It's From Where the Sidewalk Ends. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too, went for a ride in a flying shoe. Hooray, what fun! It's time we flew, said Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle was captain, Tickle was crew, and Tickle served coffee and mulligan stew. As higher and higher and higher they flew, Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too, over the sun beyond the blue. Hold on, stay in, I hope we do, cried Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too. Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too, never returned to the world they knew. And nobody knows what happened to dear Ickle me, pickle me, tickle me too.
I love that.